Hi, today we're going to make the creepy octopus. This pattern is available on Etsy and it's from Fanny Toys. I'm not giving this pattern away, I'm not selling it, I'm not the author of the pattern. You have to go to Etsy and purchase the pattern. It's called Creepy Octopus. It looks like they've got a few patterns that are on the creepy line. They look pretty cool. Okay. I've chosen, you need two colors. I've chosen green and black. To use. Green is for the main part of the octopus. There's a few different stitches involved in this pattern. We're going to go over those. First one is a chain stitch. So we're going to start out with a loop. There we go. Okay, I'm going to hold the knot in between my thumb and my middle finger. I'm going to wrap it around and pull it through. Wrap it around and pull it through. Let's practice this for a little bit. Wrap it around and pull it through. Now we're going to keep the chain. We're going to use it as the base to show you some other stitches. Okay, so the first stitch is a single crochet. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I'm going to go through the loop, grab the thread, the yarn, pull it through, grab it again, and pull it through both. I'm going to do it again. Pull it through both. We're going to do this all the way across the chain. Pull that out of the way. And through the last one. So that's what the single crochet looks like. Now we're going to do a double crochet. So we're going to go through the loops. There's 2 loops now. I'm going to go through the 2 loops. Oh, no, I'm not. Sorry, back up. So this is a double crochet. So we're gonna wrap it around first, then go through the 2 loops, bring a yarn back through. See how it's got 3 on there? We're gonna go through 2 of them, and then we're gonna go through 2 of them again. So let's try that again. Wrap it around, go through, bring one back, 1, 2. That's what makes it a double crochet, is you do it twice. So we're going to practice this all the way down. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now this last one's kind of hard to see, but the 2 loops are there. We're going to go through them, get that last stitch in. For this row, 1, 2. So that is what the double crochet looks like. Okay, now we're going to look at the triple crochet. So it's like the double, but we've got to pull through another time. So wrap it around once, go through both loops, grab it and bring it back through. Now we're going to pull it through 1. Now we're going to do 2 and 2. Both loops. 1, 2, 3. So that makes it a triple crochet because we pull it through 3 times. So we're going to practice this all the way down. One, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's what the triple crochet looks like. Okay. Now another stitch that's in this pattern is called the front loop only. So we're going to do a single crochet in the front loop only. If you look at the top of this, you've got the 2 loops. 1, 2. One of them is closer to you, one of them is further away from you. So the one closer to you is the front loop, and the one further away from you is the back loop. So when it says front loop only, we're going to go through the front loop and not the back loop. That's a single crochet through the front loop only. We're going to practice this the whole way through. Oop, that's through both loops. I don't want to do that. Front loop only. Oop, only caught part of it that way. Let's go ahead and separate that with our fingers. Okay. So it's still a single crochet, but if you turn it around, it formed kind of a ridge. You can kind of see it there. Okay, so that's the front loop only. Now another stitch in this pattern is the back loop only. So it's just like the front loop only, except we're going to use the back loop. So I'm going to do a single crochet back loop only. So here's the front one. So I'm going to go in behind the front one, through the back one. We're going to practice that the whole way down. And the last one. So again, it's a single crochet, but when you turn it around, it forms a ridge. Okay, the last stitch, we're gonna go over, it uses the chain as the base, it's the slip stitch. You're gonna go through both loops, pull the thread through once, and then the same thread through again. Let's go through both loops, pull it through once, and then again. See, it makes a flat, really low stitch. Let's practice that the whole way down. Once and again. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do, is it? And again. And again.
What is that?
You're going to pull it through once and again. All the way down. Last stitch. And so that's the slip stitch. It's really low, flat against the rest of the work. Okay, we're going to pull all this out because this is the yarn I'm going to use for the octopus. You can do this anytime with your work and start over. Comes apart really easy, just pulls real nice. Now I'm going to put it back on my ball. Okay. So the last stitch is called the magic ring or the magic circle. We're going to go over it now, and then we're also going to go over it in the pattern. So you take your yarn and you make a loop. There we go. Now the shorter piece I've got underneath the long piece, and I'm going to hold it in between my thumb and my middle finger. I'll put the needle through. I'm going to grab the yarn. This is kind of difficult for me. I never really learned this. I had to learn it on my own. Anyways, I'm going to bring a loop, maybe, through the circle. There we go. I'm going to reposition my hands so I can control it a little more. Okay, so there's my loop. Now I'm going to pull a loop through that. There. And I'm going to single crochet on this loop. See, it's kind of awkward. So don't expect you to get it down really easy. Okay, take your needle and go through the big loop. Grab the thread. Bring it back through. Pull it through. That's your single crochet, and we've put it on a loop. That's the only thing different. We're not doing it on a chain. So let's try that a little more. Low. Pull it through. Now the more stitches that you put on this, the easier it's going to be to control. Like I've got a lot more control on it now. There's number 3. Let's just put 6 on there for now. 4. 5. 6. Okay, so I know I put 6 single crochets on there. I'm going to close the loop by pulling this shorter thread. And it makes a circle or a ring. And we'll start our next row by going in the top of the first stitch that we made on there, not the chain that we started. That's right there. We don't want that one. We want this one. And that's the second row. It starts the second row of the magic circle. And you kind of pull that one, you try to pull it kind of tight, because then it closes the circle up real nicely. Okay, so that's all the stitches. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and start the pattern.